My son, he's 12 years old, and I would say the first 5 years of schooling, first through fifth, it was a constant struggle for schoolwork. I remember it was a tug of war at home, getting him to do his homework. His teachers, I got tired of hearing the same old, he won't focus on the task at hand. For 5 years I had to listen to that. And I remember when he took the blessing in September of last year, the beginning of sixth grade, about a month and a half later, I remember we were doing homework and we were going over math, one subject that he really struggled with a lot. And I was showing him a problem, and he cut me off and said, "Dad, this is taking too long. I know a shortcut." He worked the problem out for me, and I checked the answer, and it was right, and he did in half the time that I was trying to teach him. So I turned the page over and said, "Here, do this problem." And he did it again. And I'm nodding my head thinking, I cannot believe this is the same kid, that I had to struggle with so much so that he could pick up these concepts. And the funny thing is that I found myself struggling to figure out what he was doing. Of course, I didn't tell him that. I just nodded my head, and I go, "Good job, son. That's great work." And I sent him on his way, and I was looking at the work, still trying to figure it out. But I'm like, well, all is good then. I noticed another change is his ability to retain information without having to read material over and over. He can read something maybe once, twice, and he can retain it. For a while, I would go up to him and say, "Adam, I haven't seen you. I've noticed you haven't been studying. And Dad already read that." Here's an example. He had a history test coming up. And it was the next day, and I said, "Adam, you have not picked up that history book at all." He was playing video games. And, "Dad, I read that chapter 2 weeks ago." And I freaked out. I go, "This test is tomorrow." So I picked up the book, went to the chapter end questions, and I was trying to quiz him, telling him to pay attention. He was rattling off the answers and getting them all right, and while playing a video game. So, he has been able to do a lot more in terms of schooling. He's been very successful. He's having to study a lot less and achieve a lot more. His GPA in fifth grade was, I believe, 2.3, and he finished sixth grade with a 3.7. In mathematics, he went from a C average to a straight A now.
Like my dad just said, I just remember everything really good now. The family's gotten a lot closer, and it's just been really great. I hope to get more blessings in the future, too.
Thank you, Guruji. You've made my life a lot easier.